Do you ever feel like your original character is missing something, like an extra to get people to like them, or even get yourself to like them? Or you're wondering how to make an original character and how to get people to like them for who they are? Well, I'm here to give you 5 tips on how to make your character likable. Hi, I'm Anaya, aka Night Ember, and I'll be giving you 5 ways to design a likable character. Yes, even the antagonist. So the first thing you want to do is give them a look that stands out from, like any ordinary character that you may have. Like when you draw them, give them a unique look that, maybe they have a different style of hair that you haven't seen. So here's another thing, because they can look pretty normal if you want them to look normal, but give them like a little thing that's personal to them that makes them different from everyone else. And that can be something that's personal to you, or this is like kind of hard to explain because I'm thinking of it as from a drawing perspective. Okay, for example, I have characters, but at first I made them to be just like a normal group of kids, just normal people, normal clothes, normal hair, normal eyes. But I had this one, which some of y'all may know as Justice. I never drew anyone like him before. Like the hair and the eyes, and I don't know, I feel like that just matches perfectly together for my perspective. So maybe if you try something like that, like give them a unique eye, unique hairstyle. Maybe it's dyed, maybe it's not, maybe it's shaved. There's plenty of hairstyles and stuff out there. Just like think outside the box. Okay, the second thing is to base them off of your personal experiences or friends/family, or base them off things you may want in yourself. For example, 6 of my characters, Justice and his friend group, his squad, whatever, the whole squad, they all include a little piece of me, and that may be personality wise, or a certain way that I wanted to be in the future, or a certain way that I was in the past that I didn't even like, but it's still part of somebody. Like, it still happened, Like, for example, me, I'm a nice, kind-hearted person, and I strive to be kind and loving towards everyone, like, no matter who they are. But one thing about him is that he's mean, and one thing about me is that I'm mean, but I can't, I will not allow myself to be mean and not be the bigger person most of the time, It's really hard to get me angry, but when people get me angry, I have to hold myself back because I don't want to cause drama and stuff like that. So, for him, he gets to let loose like I would have wanted to let loose if I'm angry, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone just gets on your last nerve and you just want to punch them in the face, but you can't. But it would feel so good just to punch them, you know what I'm saying? But in the world today, that's like assault or something like that. And crazy things have been happening and don't want any trouble. So, I'm gonna let him have that, because that's what yeah, you get what I'm saying. So stuff like that you can pull from your best friend, your sister, your brother, your parent, like just a personality trait that you really enjoy, and then just put it in your character, and you will probably love them more, and people will probably relate to them. So number 3, this is more for if you're making a story with this character. So in their story, what is their motive? Like, give them a motive. Why do they do the things that they do? Why do they act the way that they act? What are their goals in life? When you draw them or write them, once that is clear, you can really see why they make certain actions and say certain things, and that could even be relatable to most people, and that'll make them more likable. Number 4, keep them away from their goals. Now, I know I just said, what are their goals? You need to know their goals. But, again, this is kind of story-wise for this character. If you're making a comic or something like that, find a way to keep them from reaching their goals for, the longest time possible. And I guarantee you that will make them more likable, because maybe this character will strive very hard to get their goals. Maybe they'll give up on their goals. That's probably not good, but obviously if they're trying to get somewhere, they can most likely achieve it. But keep them away from their goals, and that brings out different sides to them, like different emotions, negative, positive. Definitely not positive if they're being kept from their goals. It creates depth in their character. It will definitely create conflicts within them and the story. But you can also give them little wins. Like, don't just keep happiness and wins away from them like they're going down in a spiral continuously. Give them like ups and downs, and keep them away from their main goal until either the end of the story or the end of the first part of your series or something like that. And now we're on to number 5. So this is what I like to do. I don't know if anyone else does this, but for this character, go back in time and connect what events built them into who they are in their current time. So wherever you currently have them at and their personality and stuff. So when I first had like a bunch of characters and I had their character profiles written out, and you know, something was just not adding up to me. I'm just like, how would they react to such and such? Like, if some bad thing happened or some good thing happened, how would they react? Like, even though you have like the main characteristics, the traits for them, you kind of don't know how they will react to certain things. But if you go back in time, look at their childhood, how they grew up, what events happened to make, like, to add in those personalities and stuff, what do certain things remind them of? And you'll have like a better and deeper understanding of who they are. And honestly, it makes you feel better, and people can, like, if you do this, people can see these people are more real and relatable. And when they're real and relatable, they are likable. Okay, here's a bonus tip. I was just talking about go back in time and all that stuff, but one of the main things you should do when you create a character, you design your character, give them a thorough character profile. So what that means is, what's their name, what's their age, what's their height. You probably don't need to know their height and weight, but like, what is their personality? What are their likes and dislikes? What type of clothes what is their clothing style? Who is their family? Who is their best friend? Do they have pets? Where do they live? Like, little stuff like that. And the more you come up with, the better you get to know who this person is and why they do what they do. That's something I need to work on, because I mean, I have a lot of that, but I don't have everything. Where do they live? Okay, I do have that. What don't I have? What is this person's reaction to such and such? I don't have many of those, and that's like one thing that I try to figure out when I'm writing and stuff, but it's better to know those things beforehand. But yeah, all these ways to design your OC, your original character, I believe these will definitely make them likable. Likable for you, likable for your audience, whoever's reading the story or the comics, or you know. So hopefully you take something from this. If you have all of these, then great. If you don't, maybe keep this in the back of your mind in case you think, oh, like, my character is missing something and I don't know what it is. Like, maybe think back to this list, and I think it'll really help you. And that's all I have to say. Okay, so that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content. And follow my social medias if you want to see more personal content. I make art about my story that I'm currently writing, and I do draw this in your style sometimes, like some other trendy things that may happen to pop up. I do some of those as well. I'll leave my social media links in the description below if you are interested. And also, if you think someone needs to hear this, if someone's struggling making an OC, an original character, just kind of shove this video there and see if they can learn from this. So, alright, this is the end of the video, and I will see you guys next week. I'm getting back on my consistency because I'm trying to take this seriously. So, see you guys next week. Bye.